We do want to take you to Washington and join our justice reporter, Paula Reid, who's got some breaking news that will certainly be landing heavily here today against this political landscape. Paula, what can you tell us?
Josh, a federal judge has granted John Hinckley Jr. full-time release from St. Elizabeth's Hospital, where he's been in treatment since 1981. Now, many people will recall he was not convicted for shooting 4 people, including a U.S. president. He was found not guilty by reason of insanity. The laws have since changed. You can no longer be found not guilty by reason of insanity, but because he was put in treatment. So he's been at St. Elizabeth's Hospital since 1981. And many people may ask, how is it possible that you can shoot 4 people, including a U.S. president, and then walk free? But, Josh, under federal law, St. Elizabeth's Hospital is under an obligation if they believe someone is fully rehabilitated and no longer presents a danger to the community. They need to petition the court for his release. So for the past several years, through a long, slow process, St. Elizabeth's has been working with the federal courts to grant John Hinckley full-time release. He's expected to go live with his elderly mother in Williamsburg, Virginia. The last hearing in this case was about a year ago, and at that time, the real sticking point were the conditions for his release. And today, while he was released full-time, there are many conditions about him continuing his treatment and certain requirements for him to check in.
And so with regard to these conditions, again, a phrase like walk free does raise certainly many eyebrows. What specifically are these conditions?
He's previously been released about part-time, approximately part-time, and during that part-time release over the past several years, there have been several conditions, including going to see his psychiatrist, his team of mental health professionals. There's certain places he cannot go, particularly when it comes to Jodie Foster. He's not to look for any materials having to do with her, attend any of her movies. He's certainly not to do anything regarding current presidents, former presidents. There were also restrictions about certain federal buildings that he couldn't go to. And this is what they continue to argue about. Now, a year since his last hearing, they finally agreed on some conditions, the most important of which are that he continues his mental health treatment, continues to check in with his health care providers. There's also some limitations on where he can and cannot go. Also, Josh, he absolutely cannot talk to the media.
Of course, again, the assassination attempt by John Hinckley Jr., one of the iconic pieces of video, certainly of the last, few generations. Again, John Hinckley Jr. Will walk free after some 35 years. Our Paula Reid in Washington, we appreciate it. And, of course, as news does warrant here, we will be back with you.